It's a well-known fact that everyone has a lookalike somewhere in the world, though we'd like to believe our celebrity doubles are a bit more glamorous than the guy who looks like us at the grocery store. But for many famous faces, these doppelgangers don't just exist in the realm of viral internet memes. They're real people that they bump into, and often hilariously so. Here's a roundup of some of the funniest, most surprising, and downright absurd celebrity lookalike moments that have gone down in Hollywood. Buckle up for laughs, confusion, and the occasional jaw-dropping revelation. Number 8. Arnold Schwarzenegger meets his Terminator twin. If you were Arnold Schwarzenegger, what would you do if you stumbled upon someone impersonating your iconic Terminator character? Well, if you're Arnold Schwarzenegger, you probably wouldn't just shake hands. You'd engage in a full-on battle of who's the real Terminator. That's exactly what happened when Arnold surprised a Terminator impersonator. The encounter was nothing short of a comedic showdown. The impersonator confidently declared, "I'm the Terminator," to which Arnold fired back, "No, I'm the Terminator." It was like watching a live-action version of the Terminator if it had been directed by a comedy writer. Arnold tried his best to match the iconic lines of the T-800, "I'll be back," but so did the impersonator. This went on with both of them repeating, "I'll be back," like a broken record. It's hard to imagine what Arnold's doppelganger thought. Did he feel honored, or did he secretly worry that Schwarzenegger might take over his job? Either way, this was a Terminator moment fans would never forget, and it's hard not to laugh at the thought of two Terminators facing off over who's the real deal. Number 7. Ben Stiller as Tom Cruise. Ben Stiller is known for his comedic genius, but when he turned his sights on Tom Cruise, it was as if he was channeling a whole new level of comedy. In a hilarious interview, Stiller transformed into Cruise, imitating his every move with a level of accuracy that had the audience in stitches. His ability to nail Cruise's mannerisms, including the famous eyebrow raise and intensity, had people wondering if they were seeing a side-by-side comparison of the two. At one point, Stiller joked, "We finish each other's sentences," before acknowledging that, well, they don't actually finish each other's sentences. The whole thing was a perfect parody, poking fun at how over-the-top the Mission Impossible star can be. It's not every day you get to see a comedian flawlessly impersonate another actor, but Stiller's comedic timing and delivery made it feel like we were watching Cruise himself, just with a little less high-octane action and a little more self-deprecating humor. Number 6. John Legend and Arthur. John Legend is no stranger to being the subject of lookalike comparisons, but one in particular has followed him for years. People can't stop saying he looks like Arthur, the PBS cartoon aardvark. At first, Legend didn't get it. Who was this Arthur character people kept talking about? But when he finally saw a side-by-side comparison, he had to admit the resemblance was uncanny. Legend jokingly acknowledged his doppelganger by posting a picture of himself next to Arthur, and the internet lost it. Fans went wild, delighted by the idea that their favorite R&B star was secretly an animated aardvark. Legend took it all in stride, joking that maybe it was time to create a Legend spin-off featuring Arthur's musical alter ego. After all, if the internet says it's true, then it must be. And who knows? Maybe Arthur will drop an album next, featuring John Legend's vocals, of course. Number 5. Steve Harvey's Mr. Potato Head fiasco. Now, not all celebrity lookalike comparisons are met with laughter. Take Steve Harvey, for example, who's been compared to Mr. Potato Head so many times that he finally had to speak out about it. While some fans found the comparison hilarious, Harvey was less than amused, even asking fans to stop tagging him in photos of the toy. Imagine being Steve Harvey, the host of one of the most popular TV game shows in America, and having your social media flooded with pictures of a toy with a detachable mustache. It's hard not to chuckle, but you also have to feel a little bad for the guy. For a while, Harvey was the subject of relentless jokes about his resemblance to the famous plastic toy. But the truth is, his iconic mustache and facial features did lead to the comparison. So, when you're Steve Harvey, the only thing left to do is embrace it, or beg for mercy, as he did. If Mr. Potato Head ever needs a sidekick, at least Harvey's already got the look covered. Number 4. Will Poulter's Sid from Toy Story Transformation. For Will Poulter, the comparison to Sid, the Toy Story villain, started out as something he found irritating. Fans would approach him on the street, exclaiming, "Oh my God, you look just like Sid from Toy Story." And while Poulter didn't exactly appreciate the comparison at first, he eventually found a way to make the best of it by using it for a good cause. During Anti-Bullying Week, Poulter took the opportunity to lean into the joke and raise awareness for anti-bullying organizations. It was a smart move, turning what could have been a frustrating experience into something positive. Sometimes the internet can be cruel, but Poulter showed that even the most ridiculous comparisons can be turned into something meaningful. Who knew that Sid, the toy-destroying antagonist, could be the face of an anti-bullying campaign? Number 3. Jack Black's heartwarming lookalike encounter. When Jack Black met his doppelganger, the joy was palpable. This wasn't a situation where he was frustrated by the comparison. No, Jack was genuinely excited to meet the person who looked just like him. It was a heartwarming moment, with Black embracing his twin with open arms. The fan couldn't stop smiling, and neither could Black. The entire interaction was filled with applause from the audience, and it's easy to see why. It's not every day you get to meet someone who looks exactly like you, especially when you're a beloved actor and comedian like Jack Black. What made this interaction so memorable wasn't just the physical resemblance. It was the sheer joy that came from two people meeting and realizing they shared something special. In Hollywood, where the competition is often fierce, moments like this remind us that sometimes it's nice to just enjoy the fun of it all. Number 2. Chris Pine and the Hollywood Chris's drama. Hollywood has a funny way of creating confusion when it comes to names. If you've ever tried to differentiate between the Hollywood Chris's, Pine, Hemsworth, Evans, and Pratt, you know the struggle is real. Chris Pine himself got so fed up with the mix-ups that he had to step in and clarify the situation once and for all. "I just want to clear this up for everybody," Pine said, addressing the confusion. "Chris Evans, Chris Hemsworth, Chris Pratt, and me, Chris Pine, we're all different people." Of course, the audience burst into laughter as Pine tried to untangle the mess that had been made of the Chris's in Hollywood. The whole thing was so ridiculous. It had become a running joke in the industry. You'd think with all the action movie roles and heartthrobs, the Chris's would be able to set themselves apart. But no, the mix-up continues to this day. Number 1. Isla Fisher versus Amy Adams. Isla Fisher and Amy Adams are often mistaken for one another, and they finally decided to address it with a PSA. In a video, Fisher hilariously laid out the key differences between herself and Adams, including the color of their hair and their roles in various movies. "Amy Adams has 5 Oscar nominations," Fisher joked. "I'm just happy to be here." It's a comparison that has plagued both actresses, but instead of getting annoyed, they've taken it in stride, even laughing at how often they've been mixed up. In fact, Fisher once joked that even Jessica Chastain got confused, which only added to the absurdity of it all. At least these actresses can laugh about it, though we're still not sure if they've ever switched places at an awards show just to mess with fans. And that's a wrap on some of the most hilarious celebrity doppelganger moments. If you enjoyed this roller coaster of celebrity confusion and comedy, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and make sure to hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.